welcome back to the podcast. In today's part 2 episode, we're talking about what you can stop doing right now if you feel stuck and chained to eating disordered patterns. Okay, let's dive into today's episode. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in the destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self. Now we're going to dive into the final 4 things that you need to stop doing if you want to break free from those eating disordered patterns. Number 7, stop assuming that you always know what is best. Okay, you know you don't know all the answers, okay? And I know that you feel like you know all the answers. Insert, yes, controlling patterns and behaviors. This is tough, but you don't know all the answers. And I want you to let others show you the way. Eating disorders thrive on the illusion of expertise, okay? They convince you that you know better than healthcare providers, that you know better than loved ones, that you know better than your sister Susie, even your own body's hunger and own body's fullness cues. The eating disorder voice is going to whisper to you. You've researched this extensively. You understand your body better than anyone. You don't need their advice. Who needs lunch anyways? But here's what I've observed time and time again. This expertise is often the disorder speaking. It is not your authentic wisdom. It is actually not you. And it keeps you isolated and stuck in patterns that have convinced you are necessary or helpful. Enter in all those rules. But true recovery requires a willingness to challenge your own assumptions about what you need and what's best for you. And it requires opening yourself up to guidance from those who've either walked this path before or who have professional expertise in supporting recovery. This is why I'm so passionate about coaching women through recovery, because when you're in it, you can't always see the forest for the trees. You need someone who can offer perspective, who can challenge you, who can challenge those thoughts that you're thinking are actually real truth, and guide you toward choices that align with recovery rather than reinforcement of old patterns. If you're feeling stuck today, girl, and you're ready to let someone else help show you the way, then I would love to be your hype girl. My coaching program is specifically designed for women who are tired of feeling chained to food rules and body obsession. You can find all the deets at herbestself.co, and I truly believe it could be the missing piece that you've been longing for. Okay. Next, number 8, stop believing the lie that you aren't doing enough. This is so good. It's not about doing more. It's about being more. Did you hear me? This is such a common trap. The disorder thrives on never enoughness. Never thin enough, never disciplined enough, never perfect enough. In recovery, this same mentality can sneak in disguised as recovery perfectionism. Never recovering enough, never challenging yourself enough, never making progress quickly enough. I have worked with women who filled every waking hour with recovery activities. They were either journaling, they were doing affirmations, they were focusing on their next meal, they were in a therapy program, they were seeing me, then they went to a support group, yet still it felt like they weren't doing enough because they weren't fixed yet. They were exhausting themselves with recovery to-dos while missing the essential ingredient, self-compassion. Yes, recovery isn't primarily about doing, it's actually about being present with the difficult emotions rather than numbing them with all of these behaviors, and being compassionate with you when you're in the struggle. Because if you're willing to sit with your own junk and that imperfection that just feels like cleaning out a dirty bathroom, then you're going to be able to be open with establishing a new relationship with your body and with food. But you got to clean out all the dirty stuff first in order to get the remodel ready to go. Am I right? So no amount of recovery task can replace the fundamental shift that happens when you practice being different. Not just doing different things, but being different. This isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's about bringing a quality of presence and a compassion to everything that you already do. We are going to stop doing things, stop adding, start taking some things that aren't mattering and aren't working away. And the next time you feel like you're not doing enough, I want you to ask yourself, how can I bring more compassion to this moment? How can I be more present in this moment? How can I be more gentle with myself in this moment? The answer to feeling stuck rarely lies in doing more. It lies in being more fully engaged with the process itself. Okay, number 9. This one's hard. It actually might hurt to hear, but I'm going to go there anyway. Stop avoiding discomfort. The only way out is through. I tell my clients that literally probably every time we talk. The only way out is through. If there is one universal truth about recovery, it's this. It will be uncomfortable. There's simply no way to unravel years of disordered patterns without facing discomfort. Yet the instinct to avoid this discomfort is one of the biggest barriers. It's why women quit, and it really makes me sad. Eating disorder themselves are elaborate systems for avoiding discomfort. They provide this illusion of control when your life feels chaotic, this numbing when emotions feel so intense, and they actually create a focus on food and body when the rest of your life feels too overwhelming to handle. But when you're in recovery from this, this requires reversing this pattern. Instead of avoiding discomfort, you learn to move toward discomfort. You learn to move through discomfort, and then you learn to move beyond it. Sis, when you feel the anxiety of eating a fear food, you eat it anyway. When you feel the discomfort of sitting in an expanded stomach, you stay present with it anyway. You put your hand over your stomach and you say, thank you. Thank you for digesting and nourishing right now. When you feel the urge to restrict after a stressful day, you choose to honor and nourish instead. Each time you move forward towards discomfort rather than away from it, you're building that muscle called resilience. And yes, you're teaching your brain that you can survive difficult things without resorting to those old, unfriendly behaviors. And then eventually, what once felt impossible, what once felt unbearable, begins to feel manageable. The paradox of recovery is that avoiding discomfort actually prolongs your suffering, while you're willingly experiencing discomfort is the fastest route to freedom. If you hit discomfort face on and head on, that is your fastest route to freedom. So the next time that you feel you want to pull away and avoid this challenging situation that you're in, I want you to remember me speaking directly in your ear. The only way out is through. And on the other side of that discomfort lies the freedom that you're seeking. I actually used to say this, and I still do all the time. It's just not in the same way anymore because I don't struggle with an eating disorder anymore. But I actually used to say this to myself. I can do all things. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And then it's just like hitting it with the wave. Do the hard thing first because the only way out is through. And finally, number 10. Stop thinking the worst possible scenario is gaining weight. I should probably just drop the mic right now and walk away. Just kidding. But the worst possible scenario is actually never experiencing freedom. This might be the most important mindset shift in your entire recovery journey. Because as long as weight gain remains your greatest fear, the eating disorder will always have power over you. That's the truth. It will always win. I know this fear is real, and I know it feels like to your bones, that's how scary it is. Like you can feel it inside of you. And for you right now, the thought of gaining weight might be genuinely terrifying. I actually remember that feeling. I remember what it felt like. Your nervous system responds to this possibility as if it were a life-threatening danger. And I don't minimize that fear or suggest that it's even easy to overcome, but I do ask you to consider the true worst-case scenario. Living your entire life chained to these patterns. Never experiencing what true freedom is. Missing out on meaningful experiences because of body anxiety. Having somebody say after you pass away, well, she kept her weight down and she always looked really skinny, instead of she lived full and loved deeply. When you place weight gain at the top of your fear hierarchy, you give the eating disorder its greatest weapon against you. Every time you make progress, it can simply whisper to you, but you might gain weight. And it's going to pull you right back into the orbit. But the truth, girl, is that recovery may include body changes. And for many women, it actually does. For me, it did. But those changes are not the catastrophe that your mind wants to believe is true. It's simply your body finding its way back to balance after years or decades of disruption. And what I've witnessed with my clients is that even those who are the most terrified of weight gain, they ultimately found that the freedom on the other side was worth it. It was worth it. In fact, I have a 99% success rate with my one-on-one coaching experience. The mental space, the emotional availability, the ability to be present in your life, these gifts far outweigh fears around body changes. Far outweigh. I want you to know that there is no wrong choice in recovery. Only refusing to make a choice, because that's actually a choice. And choosing to stay stuck out of the fear of weight gain, well, that's probably the biggest choice that you're going to have to face. A choice to prioritize a number on the scale over the richness of a fully lived life. Sis, if you hear nothing else from part 2 of our 2-part show on what you need to stop doing right now, know this: you deserve more than that. You deserve freedom, even if the path to get there challenges your deepest fears. Even if that means that your body changes. So there you have it. 10 things to stop doing if you feel stuck and chained to these patterns. We're going to go through all 10 to wrap up today. Number 1, stop waiting for perfect circumstances. Stop waiting for perfect circumstances. Number 2, stop spending time and energy on things that aren't your priorities. Number 3, stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Number 4, stop changing course. Results take time and commitment. Number 5, stop thinking you're so out of the ordinary. Number 6, stop thinking short term. Number 7, stop assuming you always know what's best. Number 8, stop believing the lie that you aren't doing enough. Number 9, stop avoiding discomfort. And number 10, stop thinking the worst possible scenario is gaining weight. So which one of these resonated the most with you? Or maybe it's a few. I would love to hear it. You can send me a DM on Instagram at @TheLindsayNichol and let me know which of these you're committed to stop doing. And if you're ready for support in breaking these patterns once and for all, I invite you to learn more about working together with me. Just go and visit herbestself.co to discover more about how I can help you move forward from feeling stuck to experiencing that real and lasting freedom. Oh, and before you go, thank you so much for being here today. I believe in your recovery with my whole heart, and I know that on the other side of these patterns is the dreams you've been seeking all along, girl. I invite you to come out and join our Facebook community where other women are navigating this journey. We are going to start doing some fun things out there, like a few challenges, maybe some support groups. I don't know. We just need to get that place rocking and rolling a little bit more to support you. I want you to know that I am fully committed to this journey with you. Until next time, keep choosing recovery every single day, every single moment. And remember that what you stop doing is just as important as what you start doing. I'll see you soon, girl. Bye for now. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.